Good morning, team. I am so excited because this is planning week. This week, we're going to sit down, we're going to evaluate, we're going to look at where we are, we're going to look at where we want to go, and we're going to come up with an awesome plan on how to get there, an actionable plan on how to get where we want to go. Now, when I started to, this year, when the pandemic hit, and I started to evaluate my plan and the company plan for the upcoming year, one of the things I did was revisit Simon Sinek's book, Start With Why. I did that for the very reason that we're looking at here on this diagram. Everything starts with why. As we go through this week of planning, we're going to talk about three things. We're going to talk about why, we're going to talk about how, and we're going to talk about what. But what we can tell from this diagram is that the why is the center of it. The why is the core of your belief. The why is why you do what you do. And the why is what's going to determine the outcome. Now, what we're going to work on first is our clarity of our why. And as I mentioned, that's your belief. Secondly, we will talk about the discipline of our how. And that's the process. And even in Simon Sinek's book and the examples that he uses, lots of people and lots of companies, corporations, small and large, they focus and they start with the how and they work on the process and they fine-tune their systems all the time. But without the why, there's nothing to propel us. There's nothing to move us forward. There's nothing to get us to the end. So the why is going to be the start. And the what part of our process is going to be the proof. It's going to be our actions, our words, our everyday things to prove what our why is, to prove that we are authentic, to prove that we really believe what we said that we believe, that we aren't just politicians out here saying the right thing, that we're authentic and that we're going to get to the core of why we are doing what we're doing. So this is just the beginning. I want you guys to start thinking about it a little bit. Tomorrow we're going to dive into some questions I'm going to ask you to answer to determine what your why is. This philosophy or this process will work for you in any stage of our life, but we're really going to focus on our real estate business as we go through this exercise. So start thinking about your why. We'll move on to our how, and we'll get to what. And remember, this is called the golden circle. And just like the golden rule, we're all here to help others. And that's what I'm doing with you guys. And that's what we'll do out here in the community. So you guys get out there. You have a great day. But when you have some time inside, let's think about your why. Let's really dig deep. So we'll be ready to come up with a great plan this week.